Scripture tells us, Acts of the Apostles tells us, that it was Paul who gathered together with Barnabas and some of his fellow travelers. Remember, Paul has students that he's taking on the road. Remember, Timothy, and we don't know how many others are traveling with Paul at the time, but they came to the riverside outside of the city gates. And this is the riverside outside the city gates. And this is the spot that, according to tradition, where Paul met with Lydia, a seller of purple fabrics. Now, selling purple fabrics would indicate that she's selling to wealthy people, very wealthy people, people who are the aristocrats, people who come from the senatorial and the equestrian ranks, which indicates that she also probably had a great deal of money. Her husband is never mentioned, which suggests that she's probably a widow, and she has now inherited the business and continues. She then becomes a patron of Paul, and so Paul stays with her during his time of ministry here in Philippi. And of course, the rest of the story we just read, Paul, Barnabas were arrested under the pretext of being of undercutting Roman law, which of course was a false charge. But this is probably the area, and you can see some of these ancient blocks here that I don't know what kind of a construction would have been, but you can see that they're cut Roman pieces, where it's likely that some structure existed here, or at least the early Christian pilgrimage recognized this as being the spot where it all happened.